Why, hello there. Hang on. Microphone. Hi there. All right. Tuesday. An eventful Tuesday. A strange, bizarre, eventful Tuesday, but here we are once again. Right here at the Troubadork Non-Commute Show on a Tuesday, show number 118. Which just goes to show you that some people will do anything for a cheap laugh. I'm Tobias, of course, but you knew that. I'm just rolling a couple of things together here, staring at some screens. Hey, thank you, Amanda. Happy Tuesday to you, too. Tuesday, named after twos. The god that comes after the ones. Something like that. I'm not even sure anymore. I'm having an attitude, so we'll just have to work with that. I think more than anything else, we'll have to work with that. Let me see. Everything is connected. Everything is plugged in and turned on. And I'm just going to do a little safety check on... Hey, Beast! That right there is Beast. I didn't give him that nickname. No. He can tell you who gave him that nickname. It's his story. It's a wonderful story. It's a glorious story, honestly. I'm a big fan of it myself. All right. I think we're ready to go. We are going to do some stuff. We're going to do some songs. We're going to do some silliness. We're going to start off silly, and I don't even know how we're going to end. But we're going to start with a song that I think technically counts as a filk, but it might not. Me and Chris Artleburn. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Robert's mother used to refer to as... It was actually on their answering machine back in the days when they had answering machines. Hi, we're not here, neither myself nor my son the Beast are at home right now. Still love that. Would that I had had a cool nickname like that. Yes, I pick up the instrument now to prove that I actually am going to do a song. This is a folk song that me and Chris Artleburn came up with. And it's based off of a country music song called Put Another Log on the Fire, but it takes a decidedly different turn, as it is set a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Put another Jawa on the fire, rustle up some blue milk and some beans. Get them Tuscan Raiders single file, 'cause it's cold in Beggars Canyon, if you please. Send that whiny farm boy for the filters. Pack him in a speeder with the droids. Don't let him get tied up with that Kenobi, for the Empire doesn't like them Jedi boys. Wookiee verse. Get that junky cargo ship to Bespin. Haggle with Calrissian and them. Fetch that whiny farm boy from the swamplands, 'cause that idiot Solo's in trouble again. Throw another Jedi in the Sarlacc Mandalorian. Steer the pleasure barge across the dunes. Boba Fett, where? Grab another drink up from the D2, and we'll party under Tatooine's 3 moons. One more time. Put another Jawa on the fire. Rustle up some blue milk and some beans. Get them Tuscan Raiders single file, 'cause it's cold in Beggars Canyon, if you please. There we go. And we're off and running. Running where? I don't know. Running in a straight line, running dead on into the wall. One way or the other. There is something I will want to adjust before we go any further, and that is the camera, because I forgot I restarted my computer. So I got to turn the auto white balance off and then adjust it so that I look slightly human. There we go. A little more in the... There we go. This is a very fancy computer. And as such, it has a tendency to forget what things I set when I set them. But that was Womp Rat, Hoedown, myself, and Chris Artelburn of Gananim, also known as Professor Whatever, out there in the world, came up with those lyrics over the course of about an hour and a half on Facebook, and I decided, well, clearly we wrote it, we might as well perform it. Now we are going to go from the ridiculous to the sublime. This one is a Jimmy Buffett tune. I am a hardcore parrot head from a long time back, to the point where I actually remember hearing a lot of the songs he wrote in the 70s in the 70s. Ponder that. You never try to keep the wild ones home, but mister, don't just sit there and wait. Go out on the town, making all of the rounds. It won't matter if you're your own day. Vacantly occupied, sat on the beach until my body got fried, dreaming of your pretty eyes up in South Carolina. Can't pronounce my R's and G's when I'm speaking Southernese. Honey-do, honey, come and do me again. I seen your fat cat style, 300 pounds, a jive ass smile. Young girls giggling all the while. That's not my cup of chowder. I go for candlelight, cold champagne nearly every night. Honey, do a little toast for me and you. Honey, why couldn't you have taken that non-stop train? I'm hungry, and I really want to see you again. I know it's getting late. The waiter keeps staring at your empty plate. Mater D keeps telling me, sir, she's just not coming. Well, what the hell does Garcon know? We've been through all this before. Honey, do, honey, come and do me again. Here comes the bridge again. Duck. Honey, why couldn't you have taken that non-stop train? I'm hungry, and I really want to see you again. Vacantly occupied, sat on the beach until my body got fried, dreaming of your pretty eyes up in South Carolina. I can't pronounce my R's and G's when I'm speaking Southernese. Honey, do, honey, come and do me again. One more time. Well, now, honey, do, honey, come and do me again. Oh, 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 well, now, honey, do, honey, come and do me again. We almost made it to the end when I made the tactical error. Looking at the comments over there while I was playing. You can see those, right? The balloons. Yeah. Hey! Hello! Buenos dias. Buenas noches? Buenos dias. Still buenos dias. It's not after 5 yet. But, hi, yeah, I'm always staggered to get a compliment from somebody with actual talent. I'm just a dork with a ukulele and, you know, a good line of palaver. That's the E minor. There you go. There we are. Let me real quick see if now I can bring up the thingy here on the Facebook. The reason I want to refresh and see if I can get my Facebook screen to come up is because it's really not working. I don't understand it. I'll load it this way. Is because there are some folks out there who comment on the show, but because of some weird thing that Facebook does, specifically with people in a very specific part of Northern California, the San Francisco Bay Area, their comments don't show up over there, but they do show up on the screen. It's just weird. I don't understand it myself, but it's a thing. The next song is, in fact, an original one. It is a song that I wrote specifically for Steampunk November, which, alas and alack, we are not getting this year. By the way, if there is going to be a virtual Steampunk November, hi, sign me up. Zuckerberg's voodoo, you know it. This is a song which covers a very serious subject on the part of cosplayers, steampunks, and people in general, and it means I have to put on the goggles. The goggles, they do nothing, but I can't see a dang thing with them on. This is like the first blues tune I've wrote. I've written more. Well, I got me an ornithopter, baby, but it's missing a few gears. I said I got me an ornithopter, mama, but it's missing a few gears. I've been looking for parts for it, but it's been manufactured, take me a couple of years. Don't read the comments. I got me an army surplus airship, mama, but the rigging's kinda torn. There we go. I said I got an army surplus airship, mama, but the rigging's kinda torn. I'm gonna put the thing together, but it was manufactured years before I was born. I got them low budget, underfunded steampunk blues. I'd have me an army fanatical minions, mama, but I can't afford their union dues. It's hard to take of the world, baby, when you can barely afford to read the news. Bridge. Broken bridge. Mama, but I can't afford my own shoes. I'd have an army of Germanic mechanical crafts, but I can't afford the licensing fee to the external combustion orchestra. It gets a little wordy near the end there. Mostly because that's just a gag that I can only throw things in. Yes, Steampunk Bridge is falling down. Oh, put another gear on it. Put another gear on and call it Steampunk. Put another gear on and call it Steampunk. No. Okay, anyway. These are useful glasses, though, because as you may see from the reflection, I got a big old circle light over here. And that's how you know I'm a real YouTuber. I got a big old circle light over here. Lola Brigida. That's an impasta right there. Oh my goodness, good to see y'all. Every time people actually show up live for this show, it does my heart good because and a lot of times it's kind of a vox clamatia in deserto, a voice crying out in the wilderness. And I have some indicators that show me when there are people on, but I don't always know when people are actually watching because the counters are a little weird. And Beast, to your statement, there is, in fact, a 30-second cumulative delay on Facebook Live, and I'll tell you why that is. There's a 15-second cumulative delay. There's a 15-second delay if you just stream directly to Facebook. If I'm going straight to Facebook and I am not going through anything else, Facebook does a 15-second delay to make sure that that what's going on doesn't do anything that violates their terms of service, like playing recorded music that somebody else owns the rights to and stuff like that. If, however, you stream to Restream.io or another service that sends out to multiple streams, like I am currently going out to Restream.io, which then also sends out to Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, then there's a 30-second delay on Facebook because there's a 15-second delay on top of the other 15-second delay because Facebook don't trust nothing that comes from Restream. I think Twitch is straight up, and I think YouTube is straight up as well, but it may be still a couple of minutes there, a couple of seconds here and there. That's in C, C7, G7, F7, E7, A7, B7. I know all the 7th chords. I will be making extensive use of the 7th chords in a moment for what is, in fact, bizarrely enough, the last song in the set. This one I wrote after I had the last gig I actually had doing this, playing music. And that was at Texas Furry Fiesta in Dallas, Texas at the Reunion Tower. I've now done that particular convention 2 years in a row. We'll see if we can make 3 or if it's a virtual thing. I did the Tobias the Adequate Magic show, and last year I did the Medicine show and Artisanal Gibberish, and this year I did the Troubadork show, like it says up there, and I did 2 Troubadork shows, and it was pretty well received. And I got some compliments from people who I consider to be like, wow, you're actually like talented musician people, like Alexander James. I mean, dude. I've known Alex off and on for over a decade. We met up in Oregon, of all places, doing this little tiny pop-up SCA event called Fair in the Grove at Pacific University, and he said he was totally astonished by my ability to just be completely to the wall with the magic act. And then he's gotten to hear some of the music. And it's like, you know, if I'm going to do more anthropomorphic-based events, I better write something. And so I wrote this. I really dig this song. This is one of the jazzier songs that I do. I'm going to attempt to do 2 things. I'm going to bring the microphone just a little closer so I don't have to belt. I'm also going to attempt to play without destroying myself. This is the first song I wrote where I had a chord, a rhythm thing in my head that I had to then teach my hands how to do. Because I got a lot of stuff in my head. I have to make my hands do these things, though, and that's really irritating. It finally happened to me. I found someone. Yeah, I didn't think it could come true, but I found me a life companion. So the same thing could happen to you. Me and a life together is wonderful. Think we're gonna get serious soon. We really got a good thing going, but it gets real freaky when we hit a full moon. I'm dating a werewolf. Oh yes, it's true. I'm dating a werewolf. I feel a woo. It's like I'm awake in a beautiful daydream, yo. They really have improved my days. I feel really lucky they found me here. Guess we'll have to see how all this plays. I mean, they do all kind of cute things that I adore. This relationship is gonna go far. I mean, I get all squishy when they stick their head out of the window when we're driving my car. I'm dating a werewolf. Oh yes, it's true. I'm dating a werewolf. I feel a woo. Now, I ain't saying that things are perfect here. No, the challenges will always be there. But we work our way through our problems now, and it usually all turns out fair. And I don't like fighting my partner now, so I learned me this one little trick. If things get angry and we get into a fight, all I gotta do to win is throw a stick. I'm dating a werewolf. Oh yes, it's true. I'm dating a werewolf. I feel a woo. Howl with me. Woo. So now you know the whole darn crazy story here. How my life is just from bright to down. And now it sounds like my mind's not so clear. Gotta know that I ain't wearing a frown. I mean, I know that I hit me the jackpot, y'all. That's the reason why I'm singing this song. And although we know it could take a lot of work, that ain't a single little thing that's gone right. Give me. Oh. Hairball. I'm dating a werewolf. Oh, yes, it's true. I'm dating a werewolf. I feel a woo. And yes, that the hairball is part of the song. I actually have seen a couple of people, yeah. The sound of hair. And so, we have come staggering in, brave, unbowed, battered, beaten, a little scuffed, to the end of another Tobias the Adequate Troubadork Non-Commute Show. For those of you who've never been here before, and there are a couple of you, I don't know how you've been here. We've only been doing this for 7 months. This is what I do when I work from home, because I would normally be driving home at this point, 4:30 to 5. So instead, I do this. I've done this 118 times now. Holy crap. And so far, nobody has said, hey, cut that out. My cat has heckled me a few times. Delilah, I'm in here. I'm still in here. I am. I wonder if she's going to come in or if she's just going to stay out there and make pathetic noises. We do live in a capitalistic society, so there's a few things that I need to get out of the way. Let me scoot it over real quick. I know, and that is, first and foremost, we have a tip jar, and it is at paypal.com/theadequate and Venmo @theadequate for you hip kids that use Venmo. I don't have Cash App. I don't think I can manage to do Cash App. But I want to thank Eric and Robert and Rick and Emily and Miranda's, many of whom have actually tossed cash in there twice, those insane people. Anything that comes in through here or through Patreon goes directly back into the show, which is why I have a good, decent camera and a light and a place for me to hang my ukulele over here, and strings for the ukulele, and batteries for the tuners, which are eaten by the legendary Tuner Cabra. And I want to thank Cascuro and Linda and Shane and Stephen and Rob and Alicia and Relly and BK and Kaylee and Richard and John and Brian and Lorene for being my Party On, Party Down Patreon Party On peeps. They get, what do you get if you go into Patreon? Well, my undying gratitude, but also previews of songs as I write them, look at how my command center is coming along. I don't know who these people are. They keep losing their minds, Richard. I don't know what are you? Thank you, but why? You also get stuff. So at various levels, you start getting physical objects. You get ebooks as well. You get graphics. You get buttons. You get physical books. And the $10 and up is the You're So Darn Smart. You write something where you tell me to write a song about a thing, or you give me a title and I write the song and then I play it here. It's weird, but it's true. I'm almost done, I promise. The archives are over here at facebook.com and twitch.tv/Tobias the Adequate. That's the Tobias the Adequate fan page on Facebook. Twitch keeps 2 weeks worth of shows and then rotates through. YouTube.com/MPLEGARE has the Troubadork playlist on it, which is about a week behind. You can also check out the new podcast thing that I've started doing, and this is now, we're into 3 weeks, which is Ask Philo at anchor.fm, The Adequate, or anywhere you can find The Adequate podcast on any of your podcast dispersing devices, including the Spotify and the Apple Podcast and the Google Podcast, where Philo Thibodeau, Headbecker Kneecap, Red Necromancer from Atchafalaka, Hukawakan, County down in northern southeast Texas, answers your questions about life, the universe, the dark arts and crafts, alligators, moon pies, grandmas, why I'm not allowed in Build-A-Bear no more, and other questions of that nature. You can hit that up over at wherever you find the Adequate Podcast. I'm pointing the wrong way. And you can always drop me a line on any of our social media things. If you got a question for Philo, Philo may very well answer your question. He's a bit of a loquacious character, if you know what I'm talking about. That is about everything. Yeah. Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday, and then we have Thursday. And we do 4 shows a week here, and then I do Ask Philo, drops every Friday morning at 1 a.m. Central, so it's basically 5 days of content. I'm not sure how I keep doing this. I'm not 100% certain why I keep doing it, but I am having fun doing it. Make sure this was... Hopefully the sound level's been good. I should have turned this microphone off. I didn't, but I hope that this still worked, because otherwise it would be coming into this tiny little microphone here, which is not the right answer. No, we want this microphone, this lovely, gorgeous thing here on a boom. Anyway, I think that's about it. I've run out of things to say, so that's clearly enough out of me. Be good to each other. Be good to yourselves. Early voting has started today in Texas. Vote. I don't care who you're voting for, but vote. In numbers too large to manipulate. Vote, vote, vote. V-O-T-E, vote. That's all I've got to say about that. Y'all have once again been a wonderful bunch of human beings. I have been Tobias the Adequate, and once again I thank you for encouraging my behavior, and I will see y'all next